Hello everyone, welcome to Josh Max channel. In this video, we are going to see for CBSE Max Grade 12 Standard Chapter 7 Integrals Exercise 7.1. In the last video, already we have seen the solutions for in Exercise 7.1 first sum to fifth sum we have seen the solution. So now we are going to see the solution for the sixth one. So first let's have a look at what is given. Find the following integrals in exercise 6 to 20. So from question number 6 to 20, we are going to do the integrals. So not using the method of inspection, directly we can use the integral formulas and we can able to find out the integration for the given one. So what is the given question? So first we'll note down what is given. Integral 4e power 3x plus 1. Given integral 4e power 3x plus 1 dx. So here we have a two terms, some of the two terms we have. So each term separately we can proceed the integration. So integral 4e power 3x dx plus integral 1 dx. Okay, now here 4 is constant term, we can take it outside dx. Here plus 1 means 1 if gets multiplied, same derivative itself, right? So integral dx. Okay, now e power x integration is what? So in integration formulas we have. So that formulas also I will write it in a side for our reference. So we know that integral e power x is e power x itself. Okay, so e power x is what? E power x itself. Here e power 3x we have. So integral e power 3x also e power 3x itself. And normally in standard formula x don't have any coefficient. But here x has a coefficient, that means we have to differentiate x function and then we have to write it in a denominator. Okay, so normally in differentiation the x coefficient will write it in a product. So now e power x differentiation is what? E power x itself, and e power 3x differentiation is what? E power 3x differentiation is e power 3x itself. And 3x again we will differentiate, chain rule using 3x again we will differentiate and we will write it in product form. When it comes to the integration, the same 3x has to be differentiated and we have to write it in denominator. That's all. Integration of the first part is done. And this integral, antiderivative and derivative is opposite to each other, right? So these two will get cancelled and integral dx is what? X itself. So integral dx is x itself. So since it's an indefinite integral, once integration gets over, we need to put plus c. So that's all the result of the sixth one. So now same way we are going to do the seventh sum. So seventh one, what is given? Integral x square into 1 minus 1 by x square. So given integral x square into 1 minus 1 by x square dx. Okay, here it's not in a standard form. So x square first I am going to multiply inside. So when we multiply inside, x square into 1 x square minus x square by x square dx. So x square 1 times get cancelled. Now what are the left out terms? Integral x square minus 1 into dx. Now each term separately we can proceed the integral. Okay, so integration, this one is common for both the terms. So integral x square dx minus integral 1 dx. So using x power n formula is what? Integral x power n formula is, we know that integral x power n is whatever we have in the power, we need to add plus 1 to that, x power n plus 1 by, and same power has to be repeated in the denominator. So x power n plus 1 by n plus 1 is the formula for integral x power n, and put plus c. Since it's an indefinite integral, we need to put plus c. So here we have, in place of n we have 2, right? So as per that we will write. So as per the formula, what has to be done? Whatever we have it for the power, so 1 has to be added first. So this 2 is already we have in power. So as per the formula, add 1 to the power. Now same power we have to repeat it in the denominator. That's all. Integration of the first part is over. And integral 1 dx, just now we have seen, right? When integral and dx alone, what is the result? X. So minus x. So since it's an indefinite integral and for the above step complete integration is over, so we can put plus c. Okay, so now simplification. 2 plus 1 3. So x cube by 3 minus x plus c. That's all the solution for the 7th one. Next 8th sum. So we'll have a look what is given. Integral ax square plus bx plus c dx. So they're asking us to integrate ax square plus bx plus c and then dx. So totally 3 terms we have. Each term separately we can integrate. So once we are thorough, directly also we can write the answer. Plus integral c dx. Okay, here a, b, c are the constant terms. We can take it outside. See, derivative in terms of x, right? So here x square, x only the function. Okay, so other than any other variable, other than x, if you have any other variable, that you can take it outside. Here a, b, c are constants, so we can take it outside. So a integral x square dx plus b integral x dx plus c integral dx. Now using x power n formula. What is the x power n formula? Integral x power n dx formula is x power n plus 1 by n plus 1 plus c. When x raised to some power, some numerical value, we need to proceed this formula. So now a, what we have? Power 2, right? So 2 to the power 2 add plus 1. Now repeat the power in the denominator. That's all. Integration of the first part we done. Next plus b. Here what is the power of x? 1. So power of x is 1. Now as per the formula, we need to put add 1 and same power has to be repeated in the denominator. Okay, now integral dx is what? Integral dx, nothing is there, it's 1. It has to mean for the 1. Then x power 0, right? X power 0 is 1. Now using same x power n formula, we can able to get x. Otherwise this integral derivative will get cancelled. The result will be x. So constancy and then x. So throughout the equation, integration is completed. Since it's an indefinite integral, we need to put plus c. And remember, this c is not same. This is constant c. Okay. So now after in indefinite integral, once integration gets over, we'll put plus c. That's c. So don't combine this one. Taking c commonly outside and writing it as x plus 1. So no, you should not do it like that. Okay. So now we will simplify this. A x cube by 3 plus b x square by 2 plus cx plus c. That's all this one. That's all 8th sum. Next we can move on to the 9th one. Okay, 9th one, integral 2x square plus e power x. So they're asking us to find the antiderivative of integral. What is the function? 2x square plus e power x into dx. Okay, so 2 terms we have. So each term separately will proceed the integration. 2 is constant term, right? We can take it outside. We'll write this next term as it is. So now to integrate the first one, we are going to use the x power n formula. Okay, to integrate the first term, no? What is the x power n formula? So previous sums also we have done. X power n plus 1 by n plus 1 plus c. So as per that formula, what we have to do, whatever we have for the power, we need to add plus 1 to that. And same power we have to repeat in the denominator. That's all. Integration of the first part is done. Now we have another formula related to exponential, that is integral e power x dx is what? E power x itself. So here integral e power x, same standard formula directly given. So e power x itself. So throughout the equation, it's an indefinite integral. So throughout the equation, integration is done. So we can put plus c. So that's all the 9th one. So now we can move on to the 10th sum. So what is given? Integral square root of x minus 1 by square root of x whole square dx. So for that they're asking us to do the integration. Given integral square root of x minus 1 by square root of x whole square dx. So first what we are going to do is, we are not going to apply the integrals directly. So here using a minus b whole square formula, first we are going to expand it. Okay, so first we will expand the term. What is the a minus b whole square formula? A square minus b square minus 2ab. A minus b whole square, okay, a square minus 2ab plus b square, or a square plus, see, order you can change it. Okay, a square plus b square minus 2ab also fine. Okay, so here, so what is this one? This one we have to take it like a and second term as a b. First is what? A square. So a square means root x whole square. Okay, and next minus root x whole square minus 2a. What is a? Root x. B is what? 1 by root x plus b square. What is 1 by root x whole square? Okay, so using a minus b whole square formula, first we expanded the function. Now square and square root both will get cancelled, because what is the square root? So root x is basically, it's x power 1 by 2, right? So we have a power 2. So both the powers when we multiply, x power 2 by 2. So 2 cancel the value x itself. Okay, so square will get cancel each other. And same way here, root x cancel. And here square is applicable for both numerator and denominator. That is 1 square by root x whole square. So 1 square value 1. So root x, and when it comes to here, no, square root again it will cancel. So what are the left out terms are? Integral x minus 2. And here 1 square value 1. Okay, root x whole square, this way you will get it. Okay, square is common for both. 1 square 1, so I am not going to put square here. And square root cancel. So in denominator also you will have only x, not root x. Okay, you will have only x. So the given question, okay, this is the given function in this. Okay, so completely using a minus b whole square formula, we change to like this. Now we can do the integration. So each term separately we can proceed the integration. Integral x dx minus integral 2 dx plus integral 1 by x dx. Okay, so to do this integration, the first term integration, we can use the integral x power n formula. Integral x power n dx is what? X power n plus 1 by n plus 1 plus c. So using that one, we can proceed the first part. So x power n, so power is 1. So to the power add plus 1 and repeat the power in the denominator. Minus 2 is a constant term, we can take it outside. If nothing is there, then integral dx, right? So integral and this derivative will get cancelled. So it's a x. Next one, integral 1 by x dx. So integral 1 by x dx formula is what? Log modulus of x plus c. Okay, so x denominator's derivative if we have in numerator, then denominator function we can write it inside the log. Okay, so now log modulus of x. Okay, so throughout the equation integration is completed. So now we can put plus c. Okay, so now simplification. X power 1 plus 1 is what? 2. So x square by 2 minus 2x plus log modulus of x plus c. So that's all this sum. 10th sum. And next we can move on to 11th sum. So in 11th, given integral x cube plus 5x square minus 4 by x square. So given integral x cube plus 5x square minus 4 by x square dx. So directly integration we can't proceed. First we need to simplify this. So this denominator x square is common for each and every term, right? So we are going to split and write. So x cube by x square plus 5x square by x square minus 4 by x square dx. And now for x square, x square will get cancelled. So one more x square. So x square cancel. Now what are the left out terms? Here x and here only constant 5 And x square, if you take it to numerator, no. So in power, you will have a negative sign. Okay, the given question we change to like this. Now we can proceed the integration. So each term integrating separately. Okay, so if you have a terms, each term separately, we can proceed the integration. So integral 5 dx. And next minus integral 4 x power minus 2 dx. So integral x is what? X power n formula. So x power n formula, x power n plus 1 by n plus 1. So here we have a power 1, to the power we need to add plus 1, and same power we need to repeat in the denominator. Then constant, 5 is a constant, we can take it outside. Integral dx is what? X itself. Then minus 4 is constant, we can take it outside. Now using same x power n formula, we can integrate x power minus 2. So to the power, okay, already what is the power? Minus 2 we have. To the power add plus 1, and same power we need to repeat in the denominator. So throughout the equation, integration is done. So put plus c. So now x square by 2 plus 5x minus 4 x power minus 1 by minus 1 plus c. So now this sign and this sign we can combine. So that is plus. So x square by 2 plus 5x plus 4, and x power, if we have negative sign in the power, we can take it to denominator. So 4 by x plus c. So that's all the result. Okay, so that's all this sum. 11th sum. Now we can move on to 12th one. See, 12th one also same 11th sum model. Yeah, here. Integral x cube plus 3x plus 4 by root x. Okay, by root x dx is given. So given integral x cube plus 3x plus 4 by root x dx. See, basically root x is what? X power 1 by 2, right? So we are going to rewrite root x as a power 1 by 2. See, directly integration we can't proceed. We need to do some simplification, and then only we can able to proceed the integration. Okay, so this is the general thing. So we have standard formulas, right? We have a few standard formulas. That is the first video of this chapter. So if the function, if it is not in a standard form, we have to do something like the simplification or something we have to do, some formula application. Using that, first we have to bring it as a standard form, then only we can able to proceed the integration. So this function is not in a standard form, so something we have to do here. So for that, here I am going to do the simplification. So first root x, I am going to change it as a x power 1 by 2. In the last sum, as I told, denominator is common for each and every term, right? The same way, this x power 1 by 2 also common for each and every term. So integral x cube by x power 1 by 2 plus 3x by x power 1 by 2 plus 4 by x power 1 by 2 dx. So next one, the denominator term, if you take it to the numerator, what happens? You will have a negative sign in the power, right? This is how it will change. Next, plus 3x x power, this is 1 by 2. Okay, so this is x power minus 1 by 2. If you take it to numerator, in power you will have a negative sign. Next, plus 4 x power minus 1 by 2 dx. Now each term, no, if base is same, okay, if base is same in each term, okay, if base is same, we can add the power. So now integral x 3 minus 1 by 2. Okay, next plus 3. So combining base same, adding the powers. So what is the power of this x? 1. So 1 minus 1 by 2 plus 4 x power minus 1 by 2. No changes with this term. Okay, dx. So now 3 minus 1 by 2. So denominator of 3 is what? 1. Taking LCM, 6 minus 1 by 2, that is 5 by 2. So here what is the answer? So this one, if we simplify, x power 5 by 2 we are getting. Okay, next same way, 1 minus 1 by 2. Okay, 1 minus 1 by 2. What is the LCM? 2. So 2 minus 1 by 2. 2 minus 1 is what? 1. So 1 by 2. So plus 3x power 1 by 2. And here no changes. Yes. So totally what we done? The question completely. This is the given question. We simplify normal algebraic simplification we proceeded and we taken into this way. So now each term separately we can proceed the integration. So integral x power 5 by 2 dx plus integral 3 x power 1 by 2 dx plus integral 4 x power minus 1 by 2 dx. Now using x power n formula, we can proceed the integration of the each term. X power n formula is what? I'll write it in a side. So integral x power n dx is whatever we have for the power, add plus 1 to that. X power n plus 1 by n plus 1 plus c. So we have x power 5 by 2, right? So to that power add plus 1. Now same power repeat in the denominator. That's all. First term integration over. Okay, next plus constant 3, right? So we can take outside. Now x power 1 by 2 integration. So plus 1 by 1 by 2 plus 1. Second part integration also done. Next third one. 4 is constant. So we can take 4 commonly outside. 4 constant we can take it outside. Now x power minus 1 by 2. So whatever we have for the power add plus 1 and same power repeat in the denominator. So throughout the equation, so all integrals done, right? Since each and every integral is indefinite, put plus c. That's all. That's all, integration is done. But we should not leave the answer as it is. So we need to do simplification. The powers and all, so fractions addition, we need to proceed. Okay, in powers. So now x power, x raised to what? 5 by 2 plus 1, right? So what is the LCM 2? So 5 by 2. To bring 2 as a denominator, multiply and divide by the 2. Then it's a 7 by 2, right? So x power 7 by 2. Same here also 5 by 2 plus 1. No. So then 7 by 2 only will come. Next plus 3. What is the next one? 1 by 2 plus 1. Okay, next one is 1 by 2 plus 1. So LCM is 2. Then we need to multiply and divide by the 2 for the next term. 1 plus 2 is what? 3 by 2. Okay, so next 3x power 3 by 2. So denominator also same term only we have 1 by 2 plus 1. So here also 3 by 2 plus 4. Next we have x power minus 1 by 2. X power minus 1 by 2. Fraction alone I will take minus 1 by 2 plus 1. Here also LCM is what? 2 itself. Minus 1 by 2 plus 2 by 2. Now minus 1 plus 2 is what? Positive 1 by 2. So we have x power 1 by 2. And same here also what? Minus 2 minus 1 by 2 plus 1. So same positive 1 by 2 plus c. Okay, now denominator. No. Okay, for 7 is the basically denominator. Denominator will goes to the numerator. Now all denominator, we are going to take it to the numerator. If we take it to the numerator, what happens? 2x power 7 by 2 by 7. Next plus this 3 cancel. So denominator goes to numerator. 2x power 3 by 2 plus, and denominator if it goes to numerator, already we have 4. 4 into 2 8. So 8x power 1 by 2 plus c. So that's all this sum. Okay, if you want you can leave it in this step, or see for each term, no, you can see power 1 by 2. See if it is x power 7 by 2, no, we can write it in this form. So x power 1 by 2, this way we can write it. Okay, power will multiply, right? Now x power 1 by 2 we can write it in the form of root x. Okay, root x whole power 7, or x power 7 square root. This way we can write it. So otherwise how we can write? 2 by 7 x power 7 root x plus 2 x cube root x plus 8 root x plus c. This way also we can leave it. So that's all this one. So in this video we have seen the solutions for question number 6 to 12 we have seen. So in the next video, okay, in the next video from question number 13 to remaining sums we will see. Okay, and thanks for watching, and please do subscribe. Thank you.